Hello everyone, welcome back to Gospel News. We are still here. Information is on our table and we have to dish it out to you very, very quickly. They say that Labour Party has finally crashed because what we are seeing here today, I wonder how this Labour Party of yesterday that was making wave in the presidential and state governorship elections has finally succumbed to this kind of caricature party. When Peter Obi came to Labour Party, they say everywhere changed and the party became for good. But with the way things are going now, it seems that the party will not sustain a long-time journey against its opponent. What we are seeing today, a faction in Labour Party, is a surprise to me because I never believed that such could emanate from a party which Peter Obi is the presidential candidate to. They say Labour Party faction backs President-elect Tinubu swearing in, says it won't affect ongoing petition at tribunal. Wahala, Peter Obi, sorry you. They have planted moles in your party and they are now attacking your movement. And secondly, they said that Peter Obi is apologizing now. I say, for what? He said that because of the attack which the Redeemed Christian Church of God pastor received from all of you, who said because of his statement that God was going to fix Nigeria with Tinubu, and a lot of us said, Loriro, it is not possible for God to use Tinubu to fix Nigeria. The thing now don't they cause a lot of trouble. Peter Obi now is like he's apologizing. I say, you go kill your movement too. He say for where I know go fit kill him movement. Say now some people now then they impersonate these obedient children when them born. Come they use and they attack and insult eminent Nigerians. Peter Obi said now APC people I be some other aggrieved Nigerians. Then they disguise. Come they attack all these people like Pastor Adeboye, waiting be the name of the other man, Nobel Laureate, which is Wole Soyinka, and others too. He said now this kind of thing, now they make them vex. We'll go into details very quickly and see what happened. Where is Tinubu's faction? They say Labour Party faction backs President-elect Tinubu swearing in, which I call APC faction in Labour Party backs President-elect Tinubu swearing in, says it won't affect ongoing petition at tribunal. Voila, don't boss Tinubu. Wow. They say the Lamidi Apapa faction of Labour Party has stated that the swearing in of President-elect Bola Tinubu may not have any impact on the ongoing legal tussle on the presidential election involving their party. The All Progressive Congress and the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, the faction which distanced itself from the cause for an interim government and the agitations that Tinubu should not be sworn in on May 29th, pending the determination of the petitions before the Presidential Election Tribunal, made this known in a statement signed on Wednesday by the faction spokesman, Abayomi Arabambi. While I don't boss inside Labour Party, Abayomi Arabambi explained that the Electoral Act and the Constitution of Nigeria did not give room for a vacuum, noting that whether the president-elect was sworn in or not, there was right to remove him legally if it was found out that he was not duly elected. What is he saying here? He say if court after ruling, say even if they don't swear in Tinubu as the president of the country, say later court can see and say in rig the election true, say they can still remove him. I say okay. The spokesman who cited sections 136 and 146 of the Constitution, Arabambi said only death and permanent incapacity can stop a president-elect from being sworn in. Recall how the court removed Chris Ngige and confirmed Peter Obi as the governor of Anambra State in 2003. The Labour Party factional spokesman stressed that what Peter Obi is crying for is not supported by the law, while he maintained that a refusal to swear in Tinubu as president would create a vacuum in the system, saying the law abhorred this. The law does not provide for interim president in this circumstance. Even Peter Obi once benefited from the system of being sworn into office, despite pending petitions filed against him before the tribunal by Andy Oba. The law has to be complied with, which is to swear in Tinubu as president. And if anybody wants to change the narrative, they will have to change the law. Labour Party wants all those clandestinely parading themselves as Labour Party members and the other Obidients who may be agitating that the president-elect should not be sworn in to have a rethink as Labour Party, and they will not support any unlawful means of agitations or change of government violently. The Labour Party will continue to pursue its case in court, Arabambi stated. So this is the other part of the story. Say Peter Obi can wait, that they must swear in Tinubu first of all before they can talk about his mandate, which was stolen by Tinubu, which he claimed it was stolen by Tinubu. Say that even him, which is Peter Obi, benefited from such thing. But this man quoting the law here, have not read law. I'm not sure he knows anything about the law. The other day, Barrister Aloy Ejimako made clarifications on this matter and said that the court should finish up the case, and even when the case is not finished, that Buhari can continue to be there as president pending when the court, and that will also make the court to take decisions very quickly, so that anybody who wins finally in the court will become the president. Now this matter, in the drag, Peter Obi still they cry for a mandate up and down. So because of that one now, because of what happened between Pastor E.A. Adeboye and the general public, which is viewed as obedient, because already Pastor E.A. Adeboye is standing on the side of Tinubu, the president-elect, and the president-to-be after May 29th. The matter, it don't cast for social media after everybody was cursing the man and saying that he has not spoken well for saying that God will use Tinubu to repair this country. So because of that, a lot of issues. Peter Obi received several attacks that his children, when born through social media, they attack Pastor E.A. Adeboye, and such thing must stop. If they don't stop, they will say Nahim, and they send them. So Peter Obi came out and they said that the opposition are impersonating Obidients to attack, insult eminent Nigerians. That was his statement. Let's go into details very briefly. Now, the candidate of Labour Party in the just concluded February 25th presidential election, Peter Obi, has raised the alarm over attempt by some people who masquerade as obedient to abuse and insult eminent personalities in the country. Obi exonerated his supporters, popularly known as Obidient, as being behind railing of insult against prominent Nigerians, maintaining that they are law-abiding citizens, which of course, I know they are law-abiding citizens. Obi, in a tweet on Wednesday, condemned the development, insisting it is unacceptable. The former Anambra State governor mentioned Reverend Pastor Enoch Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God as one of the personalities that have been attacked. He said he eschewed name-calling, insults, and abuses just like most of his supporters. He wrote, "The use of subterfuge by people masquerading as obedient to abuse and insult eminent personalities like Most Reverend Pastor Enoch Adeboye or anyone else is most unacceptable. Obedient are, by and large, law-abiding citizens. While differences of opinion are normal, calculated effort to create ethnic or religious chastism, all in the name of politics, should not be in any way be tolerated. As a person, I eschew name-calling, insult, and abuses, likewise most of my supporters. The suggestion that some in the fringes engage in some conduct casually overlooks the fact that the political opposition deploys such methods to gain undue advantage and create confusion and bad blood. This is what Peter Obi told the media, that unscrupulous elements disguising as Obidients are behind the insult that is being rained on Pastor E.A. Adeboye and other prominent Nigerians who has received woto from angry social media campaigners and supporters all over the country. They say na bad belle people, now then they run that thing, say no be in children when in born fool the country, and then they responsible for that. So Peter Obi, I don't know. And Pastor Adeboye have not spoken well in any ways. That is the truth of the matter. Pastor E.A. Adeboye have not spoken the truth. So whenever you hear stories like that, we begin to wonder which God told Adeboye this and told another person that. The confusion in Nigeria is too much because we have so many people claiming to be men of God and hearing directly drinking tea with God. This God is helping them disappear. Members are disappearing, but they cannot disappear from one place to another. Even when gunmen attack them in their bulletproof vehicles, they cannot also disappear. But their members can disappear from France to Germany. Not be juju be that. All these are possible only in Nigeria with our pastors. Even Jesus said for Bible, he no even do like that. No be juju be that, my people. Maybe they take am easy. Maybe we watch this conversation between Channels TV representative, where they call this man, and another person based on this National Assembly tussle as the Abi Senate president, where they cause a lot of wahala inside the country. When the South is saying at their turn, other people too still get their own opinion. Listen to this.
If you consider history, that the North Central and the Southeast have had a very good share.
You are asking the wrong person this question, because at the risk of sounding proud, I know a little bit about Nigerian political history. What about the Northwest that have produced Yar'Adua and produced Muhammadu Buhari? Has anybody said that don't zone anything to them because consecutively, within the span of 16 years, they have ruled Nigeria for over 10 years? How old was Yar'Adua as a president of Nigeria? Plus Buhari's presidency of 8 years. Put them together. That is #1 seat of Nigeria, Shehu, for God's sake. Does anybody say, why, if history should be considered, in the dimension that you have put to me, where is the fairness to warrant even zoning anything to the Northwest, if going by the antecedent of history, if we are to talk history? These are zones that have produced presidents, elected presidents. Forget about the military presidents. And nobody say Yar'Adua was a president from Northwest.
So we have the president-elect, which is Tinubu Southwest. We have the vice president-elect, which is Northeast, yes. We have the speaker under Tinubu. These are the incoming ones. The speaker will be from Northwest. We have the Senate president from South-South. And then we have deputy Senate president from Northwest. Then we have deputy speaker from Southeast. Now the matter now in the cause problem for Nigeria now.
Buhari is a serving president from Northwest for 8 years. Therefore, don't zone anything to them. I don't think when you are taking those consideration, you should look at the past. Look at the present. What do you have at hand? How do you share it to ensure that you have symbolizes the motto of our party, which is justice? How do you do it in such a way that you will give sense of belonging to the citizen of this country? Mind you, it's not even about our party. Now, National Assembly is not for APC. It's for PDP, it's for NNPP, it's for Labour, it's for young YPP, and what have you. They all have representation. Look at the composition. How many numbers does APC have?
What is the implication of your
The implication is that it is very, very difficult for us to realize what the party have released out.
So with this, your party may not be able to...
It's not possible.
With the threat of what they call the larger or the greater majority, the opposition political parties coming together, and they are threatening that in the House they will also produce Speaker and Deputy Speaker.
In the first instance, aside of that threat, instead of taking a fair decision that will help coordinate the APC members together and equally lobby other political parties to come and join hands with APC to have the principal officer's position, you have taken a decision that is hurting even the APC members themselves in the area of justice, equity, and fairness. In this circumstance, I cannot guarantee you that even the APC members are going to vote for, even myself, I'm not going to support what is done. I'm not going to do it.
But are you a party man?
I'm a party man. But the interest of Nigeria superintend over the interest of my party.
But
and more so,
why do you
more
say
so that when the decision of my party seems to negate the principle of the party itself, I cannot be blamed for deciding to save the supremacy of the motto of my party. If tomorrow I went to the floor and I decided not to support this act of injustice, meted particularly to the people of my zone, after National Assembly, I have a zone to go back to, North Central. I have a state to go back to, Plateau. If you take decision and look at today without looking at tomorrow, what do you think, what history am I laying to my children? How will people refer to them? That your father have come to the TV to launch his manifesto and advocate that speakership should go to North Central, being the only zone that from 2019 have not produced speakership, and not Northwest that have produced 4 speakers from 1999 till date, and all of a sudden they see me turning around to campaign for the same Northwest to produce the 5th speaker against the North Central that have not produced one.
What happened to the concept of party supremacy?
Concept of party, what happened to the concept of the constitution of the party that is built on justice, peace, and unity?
What would you do in this regard?
I have told the party that the decision is anti-party law. I have told them today.
So what do you think the party can do to correct this?
They say they are consulted. We should give them time.
All right, guys, so now don't see and say this matter still they cause a lot of kata in the National Assembly and the Senate. Well, I know they finish. Mona, let me know waiting they happen. This one whether Peter be. Anyways, he said that it is not his supporters, that other people are impersonating his supporters to cause mayhem and insult credible and elite in Nigeria. I'll see you guys on the next one. Drop comments below and also share this video. God bless you and bye.